Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3. Come with me, and we'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and we'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around, view it. Anything you want to, do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to.
Yeah, exactly. Then you can
kid, I had a superstition. Never said I wish anything with one exception, that I could wake up in my favorite comic book. It never happened, but maybe it still could. Anything's possible. That is, if I have some say, then I'd be logical. My head is always in the way. Doesn't have to be plausible. Then I'll stop me anyway, cause anything possible probably isn't worth the chase. Yeah, When I turned 13, I sold my comic book collection. To buy a guitar was on a holy mission. 1992, I up and moved to Hollywood. Nothing ever happened, but maybe it still could. Anything's possible. That is, if I have some say, then I'd be logical. My head is always in the way. Doesn't have to be plausible. That must stop me anyway, cause anything possible is what you do if you're afraid that anything's possible. Don't say impossible or even improbable. Man, I'm unstoppable, and you can't burst this bubble. And when I grew up, I was at least half as driven. I took the show for living. Then I found a girl, but it didn't go so good. Nothing ever happened, but who knows if it could. Anything's possible. That is, if I have some say, then I'd be logical. My head is always in the way. Doesn't have to be plausible. Then I'll stop me anyway, cause anything's possible. Anything is possible, but anything possible probably isn't worth the chase. Thank you. Cheers. Happy Byrd Fest. Yeah. Good times. I've been in the car for 24 hours right now. It's sure nice to be down here. Yeah, man, up in Chicago right now, it's like 40 degrees or something. It's cloudy, it's raining. That's what I heard. Down here, it's all beautiful and sunshine. We got a river to hang out in, some sun to dance in. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, not bad. So, yeah, here we are. Pretty much summertime. Right in the center of big, gigantic land of peace and prosperity. At the peak of human civilization, the center of the most powerful empire that's ever existed in human history. Could be worse. But I'm finding a lot while I travel around that I hear all these people everywhere complaining about this and complaining about that. And, you know, everything's so terrible and the whole country's falling apart and la-da-da-da-da-da and all this stuff. I see them sitting in their air-conditioned homes, sitting at a desk that was made in some other country and shipped here just for them to use, on their personal computer that was built just for them, plugged into a stable electrical grid, plugged into the internet, where they can find out any information known to man, from the circumference of Saturn to how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop. And people use this great power just to sit around all day and complain about everything. That amazes me. People saying that the end is near. They've been saying it's near for thousands of years. Don't believe everything. I don't believe in anything. If the sky starts falling, you can knock on my door. Don't knock it till you try it, or I'll lock it once more. Don't believe everyone. I don't believe in anyone. I'm just not sold, I just don't buy the fear that I hear getting advertised to me every day. It's gonna be okay. We'll run for your life, run to the hills, go run for coroner. If you wanna go and dig your own grave, we'll have a nice day. But I know it's fun to be scared, but I'm not afraid anymore. You can do your best with the worst. I guess I might be some sort of spoil sport. What is spoil sport? Too bad, so sad, the country's a mess, says the kid in the burbs on his mom's internet. Don't believe everything. I don't believe in anything. Grown-ups talking to invisible friends. You better grow up if it's really the end. I don't believe in make-believe. What makes anyone believe? Oh, if you're so sure, you should stock up on brains, cause the undead armies might rise up from the grave any day. Might be today. Well, run for your life, run to the hills, go run for coroner, and find a hole where you can get laid and blow away. But I know it's fun to be scared, but I'm not afraid anymore. You can do your best with the worst. I guess I might be some sort of spoil sport. What is spoil sport? People saying that the end is near. They've been saying it's near for thousands of years. Don't believe everything. primitive vibrations. It's the only way to live. That's it. So yeah, I haven't been down to these parts in a while. I used to come down to Camp Zoe all the time. A couple times a season. And man, I miss it, but I miss Jimmy more.
Yeah!
Yeah, but, you know, things are improving on that front too, so we're getting there. We're getting there. You know, step by step. Here's a song I'm gonna dedicate to Jimmy.
I think it should be.
Yeah, this is a song called, well, maybe I'll get to that too. I'll do some of that too. I'll do some of that too. Yeah, just you hold on, I got a little while. You're gonna be listening to me for a minute. Don't worry, I'll play that one too. Anyway, this is a song for Jimmy. It's called Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. For any of you guys that were over there on that Monday and saw it. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Sounds like a party to me. Food and Drug Administration is what we do when we're through the whiskey. Yeah, every day I'll await visitation from the Drug Enforcement Agency. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Throwing up on the air for me. Woo! All these federal agents keep leaving tire tracks all over my lawn. My girlfriend always greets me at the front door, and every time she tells them that I'm gone. Yeah, but they know better than to trust a woman. I know better than to hold more drugs than I can eat. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Throwing upon the hair for me. Barricaded in the bathroom, chowing down these pills as quick as I can. Flushing the swag down the toilet while my pit bulls are holding up the man. Yeah, the cops come crashing through the door frame while I snort up the last of this PCP. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Throwing upon the air for me. Tripping out on the cop car lights. I dose the cop while he read my rights. Keeps asking me if I understand. Later on, he's gonna eat my shrooms and everything else from the evidence room. Make the DA walk away with empty hands. Judge Jimmy's gonna have to set me free. Thank you, sir. Cause alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Throwing upon a hair for me, just for me, well, throwing upon a hair for me, just for me, well, the throw-in. Party for Jimmy. Sounds like a party to me. Alright, well, this is a request. I'm trying to honor it. I have to get this in tune for you. I feel like that's polite. All right. Man, that's a squeaker over there. Got a range on it. It's a high F. Yeah, all right. Will put the picture. Do not engage in kiss. Split up by people colors. Can you guitar? Can you picture? Bring me, if you will, the postcard. The oceans clouds, brim blue. The more stripe, we reap his poses. Build the key, the people. Stand with only one baby, just do man. Baby, just back my heart. Baby, just back she's never said, she's never said, why do you scream, picture? This is what it sounds like. Just leave the stand. Only the world, so cold. Baby, just be the man. Baby, just back my fire. Baby, just back my she's never said, but she's never said, why do you scream, picture? This is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like. It does. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do more of that stuff later. I don't like to loop, I do it all live. Make a bunch of weird noises. All right. Things got to be getting better with the heart. Now isn't the way, but it's alright, we're trying. Oh, bumping away. So out of control, running like a plague, flying out the ball, reading revolutionary rag. Hey, hold the horses, don't get carried away. But if you don't get up and act it out, then it doesn't matter what you say. No.
Hi, Gary.
I'm bumping away. Wonder what getting nearer every day. I tell you it'll be okay. Things got to be getting better with the heart, not easy way. But it's alright, we're trying. I'm bumping. So dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. What the world needs now is a moment of silence. We've all got sweet nuggets to say. What we all could be doing better, we still say we're okay. And if this love is more or less than nothing, then I could never stay. I'm bumping. Southern blues ain't nothing but a good man feeling bad. It's starting not to feel that way. Just think about the times I've had. Certain curses to blessings. Go learn your lessons before it's too late. We got to try to want to grasp, yeah. Just what it is we can't embrace. I'm bumping away. No, I get to nearer every day. I tell you it'll be okay. Things got to be getting better with the heart, not innocent way. But it's alright, we're trying. It's alright, we're trying. We're flapping if not flying. I'm bumping away. La 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 la.
Jaik Willis, okay, Forgotten Space, and then John Wayne.
Oh, that breeze feels good, don't it? It's nice, man. I haven't been outside for a minute. Chicago, everything's cold, locked up in a little concrete cell all year long, waiting for this.
You don't need no contact. You don't need to see. You can see what I said.
Yeah, I need a Vive hair, which I
I have some in the truck.
so
I
good.
bring over here.
No, that's my whole thing. Yeah. That's my whole thing. I kind of don't want to lie back just because yeah, well, I'm just kidding. All by
forth and back and over and over, again and again, round and round and round, round and back and forth and back and over and over, again and again, round and round the world. The shot was heard, revolution was won. Now it's right back to where it begun. In a way, I suppose this circle was bound. Revolution, it is what makes the world round and round and round and round and back and forth and back and over and over, again and again, round and round, round, round and back and forth and back and over and over again and again. Like dinosaurs and all peoples before, falling before either nature or war, revolution or not. It's a circle we walk, in a circle per second, and off we are spinning, round and around, 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 waking and sleeping and eating and breathing, born to be breathing, expiring and feeding and setting and rising, circling and flying, birthing and dying and birthing again, round and round and round and round and back and forth and back and over and over, again and again, round and round, round, round and back and forth and back and over and over, again and again and forever and ever, ebbing and flowing, further and further and backwards and forwards. Forewarned is forearmed, forgive and forget, living and living and living, it's all round and round and round and back and forth and back and over again and again.
I saw it from the back.
Here's a song about us. One time I was out, I got a call about a month before my birthday, and these guys were like, hey, why don't you come out to California on your birthday and open up for Vassar Clements? And I was like, that sounds like an awesome way to spend my birthday. I'd love to come to California and open for Vassar Clements. So I packed up my bags and put my guitars in the car and drove myself to California. And as I was pulling into Humboldt County, I called my friend the farmer in Humboldt County and said, hey man, I'm almost there. Where's this party at? And they're like, oh, you didn't hear, man. So the guy who's throwing the party, like, he slept with the wife of the guy whose property it was, and like, I guess Vassar Clements isn't coming now at all. So, party's over. It was like, oh no. So now I was stuck out in California, and I didn't have gas money to get to my next gigs in Montana. So these other friends of mine hooked me up with some work, picking migrant farm work up on the side of Mount St. Helens. Looking for berries in the forest. And I was like, that sounds like a bluegrass song. Well, I know a spot up in Mount St. Helens, we can pick a sweet berry that's ripe for selling. That cooking berry's gonna sing your hand. Go into the sugar, make a damn fine jam. So down to a patch with an order man. Be the bird, be the barn, pick as much as you can. Big black cooking berry there I see. Big bass ball singing off the tree. Close my eyes, singing right in front of me. For a bucket, truck of black cooking berries. Yes. But then you get sugar bushes everywhere in sight. I can fill a bucket, I can fill a whole flat under evergreen trees where the best berries at. Rain-fed food, no nothing beat that. It's sweet huckleberries and nothing against that. Big black huckleberry there I see. Big bass ball singing off the tree. Close my eyes, singing right in front of me for a bucket. Truck of black huckleberries. Yes, pretty good too. The thing is with doing migrant farm work, standard labor laws do not apply. We gotta take those kind of things for granted because our grandparents or our great-grandparents or our great-great-grandparents, depending on how old you are, went out and fought and died to get workers' rights in this country. People fought up against the bosses, the 1%, the corporations. They put their bodies on the line, put themselves between the guns and the mines and the fields. Stop production until they could get a living wage of some sort that has now digressed into not being any kind of living wage at all. So they bring in immigrants from out of the country to do this work like slave labor like this country's always had. Because for migrant farm workers, you know, labor laws do not apply. So I discovered while I was doing this picking up on the side of the mountain that they weren't paying me by the hour or anything. They just pay you by the weight of how many berries I could bring down the side of the mountain to at the end of the day. So we'd be up there before the sun came up in the morning until after the sun went down at night, looking for these berries off in the trees and in the fields. And once it starts getting dark out, you know, you're looking hard for these things because, man, this is my gas money to Montana, and I gotta get to that show by Saturday or I'm in big trouble. So when you're looking hard enough, it starts getting dark, you just start to see them everywhere. So everywhere I'd look, every plant, there'd be berries on it, you know? They'd come up real close to it, you know, and I'd reach up to it and be like, oh, and they just disappear. Little plants would have little berries and trees would have big gigantic berries the size of basketballs. You've been there. The effects of this lasted for about 3 days. Anyway, juice turn tar when the leaves get red. Too much of that sugar make you wick in your head. I can feel the bucket, I can feel the whole flat under evergreen trees where the best berries at. Rain-fed food, don't nothing beat that. Eat sweet huckleberries till my belly gets fat. Big black huckleberries there I see. Big basketballs hanging off the tree. Close my eyes, hanging right in front of me for a bucket. Truck of black huckleberries, and they're good. Yeah, so when they talk about living wage, we're just talking about fighting back what we already fought for before and taking it back. This is a song by a girl named Anais Mitchell. You might not know, but you should. Why do we build the wall? My children, why do we build the wall? Why do we build the wall? We build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. And how does the wall keep us free? My children, how does the wall keep us free? How does the wall keep us free? The wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. Who do we call the enemy? My children, who do we call the enemy? Who do we call the enemy? The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. Because we have and they have not. My children, because they want what we have got. Because we have and they have not. Because they want what we have got. The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. And what do we have that they should want? My children, what do we have that they should want? What do we have that they should want? We have a wall to work upon. We have work and they have none, and our work is never done. My children, and the war is never won. The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. We build the wall to keep us Yeah, like I was saying, that's a song by Anais Mitchell. He's just amazing. Yeah, spectacular. Check her out. while I'm on that theme, I think I'll stay in that theme, because I want to stay in that theme. I feel like I should. One of the benefits of my job, and there aren't a lot of them, but one of them is I get to travel a fair bit. While I'm traveling around the country, I find here and there's little pockets of folks who pretend like they're patriots and go around wearing funny hats and waving flags around. When the sort of extremist, conservative, dark ages kind of views that they've got are more in touch with the Taliban than they are with the United States of America. The United States was founded as a place where people could come from all over the world, whatever your background was, and come to this one place where, you know, supposedly that race and class weren't going to matter as much, you know, or that we could come together and make a country out of all these different peoples instead of just where you just happen to have, your ancestors were born and your ancestors before that. We could all come here and mix it all up together and try to form something together new. Something progressive and forward. The people are a lot of times are complaining, and we see the little steps backwards that we take every once in a while, and there have been some of those for sure in the last, 15 years or so. But while we're seeing all that, there's always 3 steps forward for every 1 step back, and we're making a lot of progress. So hopefully that's going to keep on happening. So yeah, it's inevitable. The arc of justice is long, but it's inevitable. So yeah. Rolls of fat, weak and sweating, slurping corn syrup from a 64-ounce cup. Scrawny, bleached blonde, vomits between meals, washes and preens obsessively, sewing eyebrows onto stretched and swollen faces. Poking, shaving, waxing away all signs of sexual maturity. Laser bikini line, shaved vaginas, beardless boys. They all mimic child sex, hidden in hard drives. Loveless pornography of every flavor for fun and profit. That's America, love it or leave it. You pious fascist, religious freedom hating fucks. Go to Iran if you want a nation under a backwards biblical cult. But this is America, bow before me. The flower of mankind, America's freaks and faggots. Facial piercings, crystal meth in the corn. Born princes of empire, demanding ecstasy. Xbox and taurine, whims of fancy abstract markets. Extreme sports of commercial shorts. Shock and awe militainment, mass lynching every Arab. Blank-faced channel surfers, barely literate enough to shop. Video game voting to determine foreign policy interactions of nations that you've never heard of. That's America, believe it. You biased fascist, just freedom-hating fucks. Survival of everybody. Pray that evolution is a theory. Well, evolution knows we are a poor hypothesis at best. A candle burning bright and fast while shedding no light. Beautiful and terrible. It's fire eating all our flesh from all the air. From California to the New York Island. Sweating, writhing freak show finale. Halfway between Dante and Shakespeare. Every last firework explodes till the smoke descends on the field and the crowd disperses, leaving behind only plastic cups and cigarette butts. That's America, love it or leave it. Have a safe abortion if you need it. Don't believe it just because you read it. Go join Al-Qaeda if you want a nation under a backwards biblical cult. But this is America, bow before me, 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 bound for glory. lonely, shadow warning, well and down and horny, out on shore leave, down in 40s, rounds and bonies, round and bony, bow before me, bow before me, bow before me, bow before me, powerful and blind, the flower of mankind. Yeah, so a couple weeks back, found myself in Nashville doing some recording sessions for various people. One person brought me down to play some electric guitar on something, and then somebody, since I was there, brought me in to sing some melodies on something else, and then somebody else brought me in to do some beatboxing on something else, and then I was like, well, hey, here it is Monday afternoon in Nashville, might as well try to make a recording. So went and gathered up went on Facebook and put a post up on the Nashville Gig Finder for a paying gig for musicians to record. And it took me like an hour, and I had a whole band together. So we went and recorded this song in Nashville because it seemed like the Nashville thing to do. Stop buying my girlfriend drinks, y'all, she's coming home with me. I can see y'all from the stage, and you can see that I'm busy. And I can see you're getting nowhere, and she's getting sloppy. So stop buying my girlfriend drinks, dude, she's coming home with me. Yeah, you won't be the one who has to hold her hair. Yeah, you won't be the one trying to find her car out there. Yeah, you won't be the one to take her home, to watch her pass out on the bathroom floor. So stop buying my girlfriend drinks she don't need anymore. Well, the first few shots you bought her helped us go out tonight for free. You saved her some money so she can spend it on me. And the next few shots of bourbon helped her forget your name. So stop buying my girlfriend drinks, dog. She says your pickup lines are lame. Yeah, you're wasting your time, and she's getting wasted. Don't mess with the top shelf stuff, she's too drunk to taste it. And I don't mind her trying, I know that girl looks fine, but she's seeing someone else, and by now she is half blind. So stop buying her girlfriend drinks, you're wasting your time. Yeah, you won't be the one who has to hold her hair. Yeah, you won't be the one trying to locate her car out there. Yeah, you won't be the one to take her home, to watch her throw up all over your clean kitchen floor. So stop buying my girlfriend drinks she don't need anymore. Yeah, I got a Ronnie Millsap's steel guitar player came and played on it. I won't tell you how much, but it was like ridiculously cheap. It was like you could get a burrito for it, and and then they got inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame like 3 days later. Nashville's rough, man. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do something here a little different because I want to. I try to make sure to, a lot of music festivals do a lot of the same kind of music, one thing after another, so I try to mix it up a little bit, find something everybody will dislike. So yeah. That's hard. Man, that'd be, if I had a looper, that'd be a lot easier. I should probably buy one of those things. I don't think they're that expensive. I'm down with the looper thing, and I like, some people do that to great effect. But to me, when I do it, I feel like I'm doing karaoke or something. Like the first round, I've recorded it, and then it comes back, and then it comes back one more time, and I'm playing to a recording, and I feel like it's karaoke now. But for the folks that can make it work, it's awesome. But I just do live. I'm stupid. Yeah, well, I want to thank John. I want to thank everybody who came out here and worked to make this whole thing happen and put this all together. There's a lot of work behind this. And I'm very, 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 very grateful to be down here. This is a song, if I can get this ear to work, hold on. This is a song about a friend of mine who was living up in Montana. His name was Scruffy, and he lived up in a town called Big Sky that I used to go to all the time. And the last time I saw him, he was helping me break down my gig and put away my gear and stuff. And I told him I'd run into him the next day. But the next day I got a phone call that was kind of an emergency, so I rushed out of town. And on the way out of town, I got in a car wreck outside of Butte. Totaled my car, did a 360 on the 90, and sheared the whole front end off and got stranded in Butte for St. Patrick's Day, which is something. That's a whole other story. But then ended up getting a ride to a house, to another ride, to a train, back to Illinois. And on the way back, I got a phone call. This Scruffy had been coming down the mountain the same way I had. And he got in a car wreck also, coming the same way I had, but he didn't make it out of his car wreck. So I wrote a song for him and his family. It's called Big Sky. Down the side of the mountain, like he was part of the hill. See him in a cloud of powder, out there showing off his skills till he took a spill. Up in Big Sky. Well, when I got the telephone, it took me totally by surprise. I thought she might be someone else, even though she told me twice till I saw a couple of our friends who had been there. They had blisters from the shovel, they had dirt under their nails. They said, Scruffy Bill, back to Big Sky. Talk to the big sky. Living the high life in Montana, in the clouds above the hills. He didn't want to backtrack through the flatlands, and now he never will. Well, I pulled over on the shoulder, bits of blue glass mixed with gravel. A starfish and a necklace, a guitar pick. Josh, we left this by the cross that marks the spot to brought the highway to a standstill.
The bass was like all of it.
Back in Big Sky. To being local, a shot to be forever young. In a smoking fire through glass and bar. Toast to Josh Richardson. Flying round the crown of the mountain. Now he is part of the hill. When real life chases all his friends down, Scruffy will be up there still. He's up there still. Up in Big Sky. Talk to the big guy. Up in Big Sky. Was a good guy. He led a good life. Scruffy goodbye. See you in Big Sky. See you in Big Sky. Cheers. Alright, well, I'm just going to do a couple more songs for you here. Yeah, I know we got some John William Taine coming up later on. I don't know who's on next. Though. Sacred elders and the gentle race. This world is seldom seen. They talk of days for which they sit and wait. Also they reveal. Talking song from total melting grace. Sounds caress my ears, but no word I heard could dominate. Their voice quite clear. I'm flying, baby. Ain't no denying, no denying. Mama, no denying, no denying. All I see turns the right as the sun burns the ground, and my eyes, they fill with sand as I stand wasted land, trying to find where I'll be. You can't tell the side of the street is bark. Well, but you can't tell the because it's midnight. The dark of the moon is at 5. The dark skin from your eyes. 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 Bring up such dark eyes. Sing down the street. This town clear through. Well, you can't tell. Nothing here that can appeal to you. Well, you can't tell. Please fuck up, see you missed out. We bad to start. Too much, too fast. Too much, too fast. Don't be web, too much, too fast. 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 Just double page apart. For the same thing I'll see throughout the street. This will be the part of town. Don't do this now. Think I'm both apart. Just gotta poke around. Mama still sing. We can make it if we try. I'm gonna thank you. Let me be myself again. I'm gonna thank you. Let me be myself again. I'm gonna thank you for me to be myself again. I wanna thank you for letting me be myself. Thank y'all very much. My name is Jaik Willis. Thanks to the Byrds. Thanks to John. Thanks to Jimmy. Wherever you are. Yeah. Alright. More good music. More good music. More good music. More good music. More good music coming your way. My name is Jaik Willis. Thanks a lot for listening.